I was already standing when they called her name. Spotlights cut the hall into sharp pieces. Applause rolled forward like a tide. My family rose as one, hands stinging red, faces glowing with borrowed pride. My sister stepped onto the stage in pressed navy, medals heavy on her chest. She smiled the way she always did when the lie was big enough to carry her. I stayed in the back, in the dark, where truth waits. She began her speech with the familiar cadence, sacrifice, courage, the desert nights, the convoy ambush that never happened to her, the lives she claimed she saved, every sentence polished, every pause practiced. I counted my breaths. I counted the exits. I counted the witnesses. When the screen behind her lit up, she didn't notice. Not yet. She was my little sister. That was the first lie we learned together. That blood meant loyalty. That proximity meant protection. We grew up sharing a room in secrets. She learned to charm. I learned to listen. I covered for her when she skipped class. She took my credit when she needed it. I told myself that was love. The day she enlisted, I drove her to the station. She squeezed my hand and promised she would come back honest. I believed her because I wanted to. I stayed behind because someone had to hold the family together. Someone had to pay the bills. Someone had to read the fine print. She came back a hero, wrapped in applause. The medals appeared. The stories grew teeth. I clapped too at first. It is hard not to clap when the room tells you to. The truth found me quietly. It always does. A name didn't line up. A date slipped. A scar was on the wrong side. Then a message landed in my inbox from a man who used to be careful with his words. He wasn't careful anymore. He asked if I was proud of my sister. He attached a report. I read it once. Then again. Then I printed it and burned it and read it from memory. She had never left the base. She had been reassigned early. Medical discharge. No convoy, no ambush, no saved lives. She had filed for commendations she never earned. Someone had signed off. Someone always does. Pain came first. It was hot and stupid. It wanted noise. I gave it silence instead. Silence is where plans grow. I watched her. Not like a brother. Like an auditor. I saved copies of her interviews. I pulled public records. I learned how to request what people assume no one will request. I spoke to the man from the message. Then 2 more. Then 12. I didn't rush. Lies age badly if you let them. I set up a trust for my parents so they would be safe when the fall came. I spoke to a lawyer who prefers facts to feelings. I made sure every file was clean, time-stamped, verified. I made sure the truth could stand without me. The invitation to the ceremony arrived with gold lettering, national recognition, a speech, a screen. On the night of it, I arrived early. I handed the technician a drive and a list. I smiled. I sat in the back. She reached the part of the story where the room always leans in. The explosion. The smoke. The choice she said she made. The screen changed behind her. Not to photos of sand and steel. To documents. Service records. Medical logs. Interview clips she had forgotten she gave. She kept talking for 3 sentences before she realized no one was listening anymore. Then the voices started. Not shouts, names. Mine. 12 of them. Calm, clear, recorded, each. One saying my name at the end of a statement they had signed. Each one confirming the same truth. The room went quiet in a way that hurts the ears. My sister turned. Her smile cracked. She looked for me like a child looks for a parent after breaking something valuable. I stepped forward. I said 1 sentence. That I loved her. That love doesn't change facts. The officials stood. The applause did not return. My family did not know where to look. My mother cried without sound. My father sat down hard like the floor had betrayed him too. My sister tried to speak. The microphone stayed dead. Someone escorted her off the stage with a hand on her elbow, gentle and final. After, there were statements, investigations, consequences, titles taken back. Silence where noise used to be. My parents learned to breathe again, so did I. I did not feel joy. I felt balance. I left the hall alone. The night air was cool and honest. I had not ruined my sister. She had done that herself. I had only removed the applause. Justice is not loud. It is patient. It waits in the back of the room until the truth is ready to be heard.